Well, the Carolina Hurricanes continue owning home ice. The series been all about home ice, and that last change, Carolina wins 5-1 in this game and handles the Boston Bruins quite easily. The Boston Bruins bounce back well at home, but unfortunately they're unable to become the road warriors they once were and take Carolina out at home. So the bunch of jerks with the great group of fans end up taking down the Bruins in this one. Even though Charlie McAvoy returns to the lineup, the babyface assassin is a huge part of this team. The perfection line plus McAvoy. And yes, the perfection line didn't play together today. It's just the way to denote the three players. Chill, yo. The perfection line plus McAvoy is such a big, important part of this game, and having Lindholm and McAvoy out at the same time isn't great. Antti Raanta plays absolutely amazing. What a great job by Raanta today. And Seth freaking Jarvis. Oh my God, I told you this kid's a gamer. The Winnipeg, Manitoba boy, I've seen him play here since he was 12. I got to work with him a little bit in summer programs. When he was 13, 14, I remember the kid came up to me and he says, "Coach, really pisses me off when people call me soft. Parents used to sit in the stands and do this to Jarvis. Adults, to 12 and 13-year-olds, you should be ashamed of yourself if you're ever a hockey parent that does that. It's just a kid." But this kid ends up making the NHL. He silences the haters. His friends are cheering him on. We all got your back here, Seth. I knew when he said that, I kind of laughed and went, even at 12 and 13, this kid wasn't afraid of contact. He's never been the biggest guy, but he's the fastest and he's the toughest. He's like a piece of putty or a piece of rebar. He bends, he don't break. And tonight, he ends up netting 2 with his team, the Carolina Hurricanes. I knew 12 teams were going to regret passing on this guy. What an elite player Jarvis is. Carolina, you got a good one in Seth. Go, Seth, go. Your city's behind you, buddy. It was also the night of 3-point nights for the Carolina Hurricanes. Tony DeAngelo, Mr. Anthony, really good night by you. Vincent Trocheck with 3 points as well. Teuvo, Teravainen, hey, 3 points all over the place. And then, of course, Jarvis with the 2 goals and Sebastian Aho, the fearless leader, with 2 points. Really nice work by the Carolina Hurricanes tonight. The Boston Bruins, Jeremy Swayman, he was a little bit leaky, wasn't he? Especially that first goal. But this has kind of become Swayman's signature. So when that goal ended up going in and it trickled through, I was like, seen this before, been on the ride, got the t-shirt. The Jeremy Swayman weak goal, he always bounces back. Unfortunately tonight, that wasn't the answer. And the other key to the game was the fact that the Carolina Hurricanes stayed out of the box. They played 5-on-5. 5-on-5 against the Bruins. The Canes have owned them. But again, home ice advantage. Hey, Coach, why is home ice advantage so important? Let me tell you, hot garbage sports fan who didn't ask that question. Home ice advantage is important because of the change. The home ice team gets the last change, meaning whoever the visiting team puts out, home ice can match against them. That's why checking lines are important. And Jordan Staal is the leader of the best checking line right now in the playoffs, and he shuts down Marchand and Bergeron in the perfection line. Now, when Pastrnak ends up playing with Haula and Hall, wow, that's a lot to say. When he ends up playing there, that is Cassidy trying to break it up so the checking line can't take advantage of it. But I believe you just leave the perfection line together. They got to find a way to get around this Jordan Staal line nightmare and score goals for the team. So I believe they'll be able to do it at home when they go back home because they'll match up against the Aho line and they've eaten them for lunch. Num, 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 num. When Carolina is at home and that Jordan Staal line gets to take them out of the game, that is really tough for Boston. Boston is driven by the perfection line and Charlie McAvoy, 4 massive franchise superstar players on one team. The depth of Boston is fine, but it is not like Carolina. So when Carolina gets to play a depth game because Staal takes out the elites, they win. When the Boston Bruins end up getting to do damage with their top 4, they end up winning. We'll end up seeing what happens in Game 6. Hey, speaking of being here and all this fun stuff, we have a new members page down below. If you've been with this channel for some time, go ahead, check it out. No pressure, but there's a join button down there. And we have our first member as part of his package. He gets a shout out, and I'm going to give him a shout out on every video today because he was the first one. So what's up, Brown Tiger? You will always be my first homie on this channel. I love the fact that you're here with us. And what is a membership page? Very simple, team. It's just a way to interact with Coach Ryan D and support the channel and all the great content I'm able to make for you. If you can't, or that's not your bag, That's okay. Give me a big thumbs up, subscribe. That's all free. Content on this channel will always be free. The membership is there to get guys like the Brown Tiger or anybody else on this channel direct access to me. I interact with everybody as much as I can, but he will always get first priority. And if he asks a question or wants me to do something for him, I'm definitely going to lean into the membership page in order to give him that information. So you get a lot more detail. It's a lot more intimate. You can ask more hockey related questions. I'm happy to answer them for you if you want to join up. And plus, we got cool badges, emojis, and fun. When you sign up, you get to be a trainer, then you move into scout, then assistant coach, then you get to be my boss after a year, general manager, finally president. So go ahead, check it out today if you want to follow us in the playoffs. If not, join the Discord. Big thumbs up. We will always be here for you. We will always be free covering the best in hockey. Now, who wants me to break down some goals? Because that's what we do here. Swayman, DeAngelo, and Aho doing work here. Boston ends up getting caught running around. They end up with really good puck support in the zone. Aho ends up picking up the puck. I love offensive puck support. That's the right way to go. You got two box out here. Look, we just talked about Seth Jarvis. Beautiful physical play, boxing out Charlie Coyle here. Mr. Jarvis takes the veteran out and allows Aho to do his damage. Aho pivots open, sends some sick sauce over to Tony D. Tony D walks that line. We talk about this all the time. Walk the line, stretch the zone, cross the Royal Road. Look up Jacob Slavin over there on the far right side, top of your screen. Tony D is going to find him little bit. Oh, that was just so beautiful, wasn't it? What a nice little fake. Defensemen in the NHL are the best at this. Slavin ends up walking in beautifully. It's a terrible angle. We know this is going to be an ugly goal. Swayman's got to have this all day, every day. But that puck just trickles in. Jarvis almost has his hat trick on the day. If he was one step closer, he would have had that goal, poked it in, but it doesn't matter. The puck goes in. It's Slavin's goal. Jarvie misses his first playoff hat trick. I'm sure he doesn't care. He just wants to win. Goal 2 on the power play. It's Tony D again. Look, Seth Jarvis down here makes an absolutely beautiful feed up to DeAngelo up top. Again, we talk about it all the time. We're going to widen the zone. The Bruins are in fine defensive zone positioning here. Jarvis could have had absolutely a 4-point monster night, but too many passes end up taking this point away from him. Again, he doesn't care. He's just looking to win. He moves it over here, and then what you are going to like, just take a look at what happens. Tony D plays pitch and catch with Sebastian Aho. He fakes that shot, gets Swayman to bite. Teravainen is in the middle. Again, we call this a 1-3-1, right? One, there's 3 across the middle, and then 1 up here. It's not scientific. Teravainen in the passer position makes a beautiful one-touch up here to Tony D. Not much of an angle change. Awesome screen in front. DeAngelo goes to load up, fakes it, moves it back over to Aho. Aho then holds again. This is high skill, high patience. Everybody in the stands is yelling, shoot the puck. Don't shoot the puck. Let the guys work. They know what they're doing. Those billion passes pay off because one-timer from Tony D ends up in the back of the net. Absolutely beautiful. Disgusting play. Goal number 1 by Jarvis. Look at this beautiful no-look pass. Just unbelievable confidence right to the point. Big fake clapper from the point. You can see Carolina doing some damage here. They're back in their 1-3-1. They end up widening the zone beautifully here. And then why not? Let's just widen it again. Why don't we go to the middle? Cause all kinds of problems for Boston here. They're running around Swayman. Where do you find the puck at this point? This is just gorgeous power play work. I said I didn't like their power play to start the series. I like their power play now. Little shot on net. Look at Seth Jarvis battle and go for that puck. It ends up unfortunately going off a Bruin and it into the back of the net. Oh, that's hard to see, but Seth will take him any way he can get him. What a beauty goal. One more angle at it here. Look at Jarvis reaching down. That puck's flat on the ice. This is what I mean. Rebar and putty. Hit them all you want. Puck ends up going up. Terrible bounce, finds its way over Swayman into the net. This is what Seth was talking about when he was 12 and 13. He didn't understand. Why do people think I'm soft? I'm not soft, coach. Look at Brandon Carlo. Just wholesale the kid in front of the net, twice his size, cross-check in the middle of the back. Of course, that's not going to be a penalty in the playoffs. Cross-checking is never a penalty if there's already a penalty on the board, right? 2 hands to the back. Eat dirt, kid. He's $180 80, soaking wet, but he is tough. He ends up getting up. Look, he does not mess around. He's not looking to screw around. He is just looking to do his job, get back in front of the net. He takes another shot here from Swayman. Swayman's going to give him the business. This is Bruins hockey if I've ever seen it. The puck is up here at the top, but just keep watching Jarvis. Just tough hockey in front of the net here for Carolina. Jarvie ends up moving out to front into what we call a low tip shot. Look, that foot comes up. Beautiful deflection by Jarvis. And this is where skill meets effort. He ends up looking for that puck behind, puts it in the back of the net. Second effort. Yes, the Carolina Hurricanes did great there, but damn, Seth Jarvis deserved that goal. And I mean, really, when you guys watch this now, can you believe anybody called this kid soft? Could never. He's played like that his entire life. What an absolute gem. Look, they go on. A couple other things happen in this game. Nothing really of note. It was just dominance by Carolina at that point. So Canes fans, Bruins fans, Brown Tiger, he's a huge Bruins fan. So heart rip for the first member. But hey, maybe we'll see you at the next game in terms of a Bruins win, right? Let's go ahead. Let's see what happens. I want this series to go to 7. Thanks for being here, everyone.